Alright, so good afternoon, everybody. We have a no logic race here between Coxla and Bread-Kun. We are going to be starting in a matter of seconds here. In fact, you can see on Bread-Kun's timer when we're going to start.
Good that we have a little countdown.
And there we go. Bread-Kun is starting. We'll get that synced up in a minute here. I believe this is game one of this series.
Yes, this is game one of Losers Bracket round 3 between Coxla and Bread-Kun here. So Bread-Kun has made his way from here from Losers Bracket round 1, whereas this is Coxla's first match in Losers Bracket, and yeah, we're off with two notably different openers.
Yeah, so Bread-Kun is doing something I was trying this morning, in fact. He's going to head straight to escape by swimming through some walls here.
Yep, this is one of the more difficult but obviously lucrative openers. If you can manage to do it, then it gives you these 3 checks, and yeah, we'll get audio for you hopefully set up in just a moment.
Yep, so Coxla's going to do a similar swim clip here to swim to Ice Rod Cave from Hobo. Alright, I managed to miss both times what the Lake Hylia Island item was. Bread-Kun wants it, so we're going to see here in a second.
Yeah, interesting that Bread-Kun's going for it when Coxla didn't go for it. So.
No, this is just a different way to get to Hobo. So Coxla did a very popular and fast way to get to Hobo, and...
Oh no! Ooh.
Okay, so Bread-Kun has to reset there. That's okay. That was the first thing he did out of Link's house, so nothing lost.
Yep, that is that's the risk of getting hit while in fake flippers. So not a stop block that we've seen very often.
Meanwhile, we've got a sword there in Waterfall Ferry. Very easy to flute there. And of course, because that's an entryway, that is a dupable sword. So that sword out of Waterfall Ferry is our only real interesting thing so far. Nothing in the back of Escape or Ice Rod Cave. Book. So we have 2 rods in the item pool here. That is so that we can use the rule set that most people prefer, which is crystal bosses. The requirements of this mode are that you must collect each crystal and defeat each boss in the dungeons that have crystals. Normally, you could have a problem if one of the rods was on Trinex. However, in this mode, we have placed 2 of each rod in the item pool, and that should almost all the time guarantee beatability. There are some corner cases, some really twisted Plando layouts that might make things unbeatable, but the rule of thumb is once you get the book, the seed is basically guaranteed beatable. Oh, I should mark the boots, huh?
Yep, we do have starting boots in all glitch modes. Bootless glitches are theoretically possible, but much slower, and it kind of turns into a game of whoever finds the boosts first usually wins, and certainly has a more enjoyable time. So
the real
bootless glitches is not very common.
The real solution is to just take the boots out of the pool entirely. No need to make it unfair like that.
Ah, yes. Yeah, and we can simulate the glitched SMZ3 experience. As far as I know, SMZ3 still doesn't support boot starts, so if anyone really enjoys bootsless glitches, they can give that a try there. Coxla getting early half magic. It's always nice to see, but with that being in the Hera basement cage, that won't evade Bread for long.
So Bread-Kun's gonna head up the mountain first before going to the Lost Woods. It was only really a map and some money, but nothing urgent. Yeah, so this key was skipped for the moment, but we're going to get it now. Ether tablet was nothing. Yeah, there we go. So the dead rock blocked the usual position from which to do that teleport, so Coxla had to remember the right way to do it from the left side. So that was the Quake medallion there in Spectacle Rock that Coxla made an attempt to hover towards. The medallion for Meyer is a valuable item if Meyer is a crystal, so he's going to go ahead and pick that up. And we've got the flute there in Graveyard Ledge.
Yep, flute is definitely one of the nicer items to have. There's kind of a common theme where in non-glitch modes there are required items that in glitch modes we often find ways around, and then once you get up to no logic, they become not required but very, very nice to have again. Ooh, just missed the bomb jump.
So Bread-Kun does a common combination there. Jumping off the mountain breaks his camera, so after Graveyard Ledge he can fall in the hole there at the Useless Fairy and get Houlihan. Also very common putting off Kakariko. Neither player has been to Kakariko yet. They've both been up the mountains. Bread-Kun is going to do South Shore before heading up the mountain.
Yep, putting off Kakariko can be a bit of a meme in other modes, but I would even say it's the meta in no logic. There's a lot better density that you can get with a few different items, not just for Kakariko, but especially for the desert area. We like linking up desert to thieves, or if you find gloves, potentially getting checkerboard cave. Lots of stuff we can do with just a few more items in desert that unfortunately neither runner has found yet.
And if we get the mirror and the glove before heading to desert, we can do the meme glitch of the tournament. Blockbuster.
Yeah, it's kind of exciting. There have been a nice little handful of glitches that are either fairly new, like discovered in the weeks or months leading up to this tournament, or even introduced or becoming more common over the course of this tournament. So,
yeah, so
exciting to see the developments.
Yeah, the swimming that we saw happen. Oh, I've not been tracking small keys. It's a mistake. All right.
Oh,
Anyway, bad death for Coxla there. So the swim to the back of escape that we saw, I think it was Coxla do, was discovered only earlier this year. I think in February or so, or when I saw the Discord messages starting for that.
Yep, as Brahman Meat learned how to swim, as he said, with a very amusing way that glitch was introduced to the community. here we have Coxla heading back over to continue where he left off.
Yeah, so this is our first look at East Death Mountain. Alright, so I think it's only the key on Spectacle Rock that I've really missed. I don't think we've even seen another small key.
Yep, we run no logic in full key sanity mode, so. But there are a lot of small keys and big keys for that matter that are a lot less important in no logic than in other modes. We have ways around most keys in this format. We'll still try to track those accurately for you.
Yeah, so in fact, that Spectacle Rock key was an interesting one. It is the desert small key. It can be nice to have that desert door open, even though we do have a way around it if we never find that key.
Hmm.
That key also can be spent in other dungeons. So that is one of the more valuable small keys that I missed there.
Yeah, definitely nice to have. And East Death Mountain really yielding a bunch of excellent items so far. Coxla picking up the bottle, useful for YBAs, and what was that? 2 bows and the hook shot.
Yep. So the one big key that we got, I think it was in Mini Moldorm Cave, was the pod key. And that is a cave state key. So often you'll see players go to escape to get the Hyrule Castle big key and then head to Palace of Darkness with that cave state big key, which allows them to open the big chest and full clear this dungeon. Bread-Kun got that right away without having to go to escape, so we are already in pod, one of the usual early plays.
Now, did Coxla get the pod big key?
No, not been to South Shore yet, which is pretty sure where that was.
Oh, interesting. So Bread-Kun is now in a very large cave that looks suspiciously similar to Pod, but of course this is still, as far as the game is aware, this is Spectacle Rock. So because he clipped from Spectacle Rock into Pod, it despawned all the sprites and gave him 255 small keys to work with, and allows him to explore Pod in the peace and quiet and open all the key doors, get everything, but yeah, might cause him to put off East Death Mountain for a little while, which might be unfortunate because we know that has a lot of stuff for him. Coxla picking up his first crystal. Bread opening up the east door here, signaling his intent to follow up this pod play with another fairly recent glitch known as Turtle Power. It will be a quadrant glitch, allowing him to link up this pod clear with a East Dark Death Mountain clear. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the hookshot, which would make that a lot easier. He'll be linking this up with Hookshot Cave. But Bread is pretty comfortable with hovering, so we will probably see him at least attempt that hover.
Yeah, so there's another way to Hookshot Cave. You could juke the door there. That's a little difficult, so I've only seen a few players try that. Meanwhile, Coxla was thinking about using that blue potion to fake flute after Hera. Unfortunately, he had full health and full magic, therefore could not use the potion to fake flute. But we're gonna do that now.
So I wonder where Coxla's going to take this fake flute. Oh, we should also welcome our raiders from SpeedGaming. What was that? SpeedGaming 2? Yeah. Welcome, raiders. This is the No Logic tournament losers bracket match between Coxla and Bread-Kun. We're just a little ways in, but the opening few minutes of No Logic matches are always a flurry of a ton of checks.
All right, so we got this small key to Swamp Palace there in the dark maze. That can be an exercise to get around, so it's nice to have early here.
Ooh, and the fire rod.
So Coxla, using the potion to fake flute, got a Super Bunny state and is able to get a link state on the overworld by grabbing a pull location. So he's probably going to open some things up. I think I saw him bomb the brewery and get some overworld things, and he's going to do one of the priorities in this mode, which is check the Meyer medallion.
Yep.
No.
Apologies to any photosensitive viewers for the slightly glitchy rain we have here. Meyer doesn't really expect you to enter it this way, but this was just a very brief check. He can't enter the Meyer shed without losing his link state, so what is Coxla doing? That was I've never seen that particular route before. Interesting.
Yeah, so he skipped. Normally you would check, I think you just forgot. Normally you would check Stumpy on that route by going up further north.
Keep an eye on Bread's side here. Looks like that was a failed attempt here. This is a frame-perfect attempt to clink off of the turtles to cross that quadrant boundary, set up the glitch, allowing him to link this up with Hookshot Cave. Another bottle on Coxla's side.
So, interesting choice. Okay, so Bread-Kun could have fought Helmosaur before doing this. Would have been a little bit of a scary fight there with only fighter sword and bombs.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if Bread-Kun knows the method for the glitch that would have allowed him to do this with 5 hearts. Because I know that there's one path that allows you to pick up that the pot with a heart.
So that is a second sword there in Height Cave. Looks like Bread-Kun didn't get the quadrant glitch off the turtle the first time, but now he sees his camera is unlocked, so he knows he's got it now.
Yep. So that was the point of that whole messing around with the turtles there, was to break the camera, which one of the nice side effects of that is the free potionless potion camera unlock, allowing us to get past the mimics there. But the main objective of that was to break the camera here, so we can do what we're about to see now.
Alright, so finally, we're getting a Kakariko play here on Coxla. See, so Bread-Kun is the one that does not have the hook shot.
So he will probably attempt to hover here. We'll see how those hover attempts go.
Oh, I'm missing. I think that was a small key to Ganon's tower that I missed.
Oh shoot, I looked away for a second as well. Bread-Kun taking a moment.
Yeah, I'm not complaining. I'm trying to catch up with the tracker here.
Yeah, we should mention. I don't even think we did introductions. So you know who's talking when. If you're not familiar with our voices, I'm Krellbell. I'm joined by my co-commentator and tracker on double duty today, Heike Type. So tracking in No Logic is especially complicated. Not only due to the rapid amount of checks that we get through in the early game and the additional difficulty of doing checks in Key Sanity, but also some of the checks are invisible when you're opening chests when your camera is broken. So Yeah, Haiku-type kind of big thanks for taking on the most difficult version of our task today. But yeah, we wanted to get you the restream today. Yeah, sorry, we still don't have game audio for you. I wonder if that's something that we have control over.
All right, well, I'm up to date as far as I know, but I've definitely missed some things, so I'll have to take a minute to try to bring these players' streams up individually a little later.
But
Not
it looked
not helpful when one's doing Blinds Hut and the other's doing Hookshot Cave.
yeah, just rapidly getting a million checks. So Coxla picks up a red potion, kind of the skeleton key of YBAs, and Bread-Kun mirroring from his Hookshot Cave clear to get the items from Easteth Mountain. I'm sure he'll be amused to pick up this pick up the hookshot here right after hovering Hookshot Cave.
And that was a glove there on the library.
So I wonder if Coxla will be using that red potion to potentially link up Desert with the Thieves' Attic. That's my best guess. Because that will be a nice increase in density here. Without that link up, Thieves can be kind of inconvenient to route in later. So that's becoming quite common in this tournament. So is this a Kakariko clear for Bread? My guess is yes. And Bread did pick up that bottle from Spiral Cave. Bread-Kun doing the hair pot that we saw from Coxla earlier, taking care to not do to not accidentally spend that key on opening up Hera Basement.
So Coxla is taking this YBA here, potion in a doorway to Thieves Town. We're gonna open the attic. Coxla is not the one with the mirror, so he'll have to death warp back to the desert if he wants to. Bread-Kun with the mirror and desert key might do some sneakier routing. Alright, so our tracker doesn't allow us to mark them, but we have a number of maps for both players, so it'll be interesting. Our first Dark World map check.
All right, just a moment, trying to do double duty here, working on the audio for you. Stand by. All right, hopefully that's better. And Bread-Kun picking up his Tower of Hera crystal.
Alright, so Coxla has a second. Yeah, I think he's got a green there. So he's gonna use that second potion to kill Lando on this trip. And he has the. Looks like he has the desert map. I see the sea up there, so he knows deserts are crystal. He has to do it.
And Bread-Kun doing a fake flute to 7 instead of the one we saw from Coxla earlier. Using, but similar method of using a tree pole to convert that Super Bunny state to a real Link state, but going directly to Hype Cave. He'll be happy to pick up the sword here. And we should give a brief mention that the music you're hearing is a MSU pack on Coxla's side. That is the Octopath Traveler MSU pack. And yeah, we're getting some very entertaining graphics on Coxla's side.
So I don't know if it's the restream that doesn't like it. I don't think Cox's screen is that black for him.
Yeah, looking at his personal stream, I wonder if Coxla's capture card, because this is slightly unusual. The much darker corruption you're seeing on Coxla's side, I'm not familiar with that. But what we saw a brief flash of there was the VRM corruption that you get from using a potion to break into the Lanmo arena. But looks like Coxla reset. I'm not sure if he got the not sure if he got the crystal or item there. That was the goal of what Coxla was doing there.
Yeah, so Coxla has not been to Mini Moldorm Cave. He does not have the pod key. So he's going to escape to get his cave state big key.
Yeah, so the key that Coxla will be picking up here will allow him will kind of push him in the direction of Pod that we saw Bread-Kun clear earlier. And that will give Coxla his Fire Rod, which I think, does that start our conversation about go mode for Coxla? I think it does, right? Gives him quite a number of items.
So 2 swords, 2 rods, 2 bottles. Now you got to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
On top of that, we have some other nice things: lamp, bow, glove, and 2 medallions. We do not. So I have marked Meyer as requiring bombos. I do not know for sure that's correct. It was a little hard to see on the size of. I have the restream at.
Looks like Coxla's personal tracker has that marked as Ether.
Okay, so he does have that.
Yeah. Oh, and now Bread does too. That was at the bottle vendor. So once Coxla gets the Fire Rod here, I would not be too surprised to see Coxla start really aggressively going after dungeons. And we'll see what Bread does when he is in a similar position. shortly as well.
Yeah, and the mirror. This is going to be the mirror. This will be another item that makes doing the rest of the game a little easier. So serious considerations for go mode.
Oh, I wonder if this could be another one of those rare boomerang go mode seeds. A chat pointing out that TR is a bit of a predicament for our runners.
Well, I mean, let's see. Oh yeah, they would need to do 2 Samarias to open that door from Meyer. It would be uncomfortable. I'm pretty sure they could do it. Multiple trips.
What was that second bottle for Coxla? That was in one of the Dark World Overworld checks, right? Was that Stumpy?
Second bottle. Yes, Stumpy was a bottle.
So Bread-Kun missed out on that by taking his link state directly into Hype Cave. Interesting to see to what degree missing that second bottle might impede Bread-Kun's progress. Oh, although there's a second bottle just in the back of Sahasrahla. So now Bread-Kun has 2 bottles and a flute to save a few seconds every time either of them goes to the potion shop to get refills on those.
Yeah, so he has Bow, Eastern Big Key. He knows Eastern's a crystal. This is a clear play for him, but the secondary motivation is to go to Meyer afterwards and immediately check that medallion. Another thing both players are going to want to think about is a map check. Like we might go for one from Coxla here. I'm actually not sure if you have to hold the button or whether you have time for a map check there. When you exit pod when it's closed, you have to actually press down to re-enter, and I'm not sure whether you have to hold down as you exit or you can tap at any time.
I think you can. I think you could even mirror and then do a map check, and then go back in as a bunny and Dungeon Bunny revive. Pretty sure that works.
So Coxla is indeed going to kill Henosaur. He has much better equipment for it than Bread-Kun did on his trip here. More health and silver arrows.
Yep, so we're seeing from Coxla the statue drag that allows him to bypass the hammer requirement to get to Helmasaur. It's also a very fast way there, even if you do have everything you need to get there normally.
Yeah, so that is a third bottle that we got there in the Eastern Palace map chest on Bread-Kun's side, so that makes Turtle Rock easier. It's been a while since I've played this mode, so I'm not sure how comfortable a go mode this would be.
Let's see, fake flute to double YBA for TR. Man, it would be nice to have more pendant crystal information right now.
So we do find Palace of Darkness is a crystal, and you were talking about boomerang go mode. That was the blue boomerang on Helmasaur.
Oh. Well, that's a much faster path to Trinex.
So the only extra information Coxla got there was that ice is a crystal. He may not have talked to Sahasrahla yet, so Swamp is the green pendant. We knew that on Bread-Kun's side. So doing some house load here, we'll probably do Eastern right behind Bread-Kun for similar reasons. Nope, gonna get a potion first.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Coxla has the Eastern Big Key or where that was.
No.
If Coxla doesn't have that, then wouldn't be surprised to see him put off that Big Key. Or put off the Eastern Clear a little bit.
I don't have it marked for him, but I could be wrong.
He does not have it on his personal tracker, so yeah, it looks like he's deciding to put that off for now, understandably. Little double save and quit. In other modes, that's often a misplay, but in no logic, kind of one of the big challenges of no logic can be putting a route together when you're pretty sure you're in go mode, but you're trying to actually put all the pieces together. So that can often be a signal that a runner's kind of putting a complex route together on the fly.
So if Coxla starts go moding from here, he's gonna miss. They're both gonna miss out on some things if they start go moding right away. Like Bread-Kun, so he could. Okay, so he's going in the. This is one of the big things, the glove here in the library.
It's also missing the lamp.
Yeah, so the lamp was an escape, and because he got that pod key early from, I think, Mini Moldrum Cave, it's possible he never goes to escape at all.
Oh, and that's where the lamp was?
Yes, it was in the map chest.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be very surprising to see Bread do escape with this set of gear. Well, he doesn't have anything that can set an index now, can he? So hook pushing's off the table.
Well,
but he knows...
He could bomb a wall, maybe. I hear that works. He has arrows and bombs. But those are one-time use, and not everybody knows that particular trick. Coxla's a fire rod, that's my mistake. Got that out of pod.
Yep, got the mirror as well. I think that should get them up to date on the trackers. We're seeing Coxla do what's a very common play in this mode, clearing blind in LSD blind state. That will allow him to continue exploring Thieves Town after the boss kill. It really helps with Thieves Town routing.
So Coxla, sort of notably, did not open the small key door. Wow, not doing anything in the front of Thieves. We'll see how hard Coxla feels like he's in go mode. He did not open the door to the big chest there. So he's saying he's never going to go to that. That's not unusual.
Yeah, pretty understandable. Even if he did find the hammer, at some point it would be surprising to see Coxla take another trip all the way back there just to open that chest. Bread-Kun just finding 2 hearts on the right side of desert. He did a quadrant glitch there to save the small key.
Alright, so I almost guarantee that I'm tracking the small keys incorrectly here.
but fortunately, the small keys are not nearly as significant in this mode as they are in others. We see Coxla taking another trip right back to the boss room. Unfortunately, just getting a pendant for his trouble, but pendant crystal information is quite valuable now. That gives us 2 out of the 3 pendants. So Meyer, TR, and Skull are our last 3 unknown. dungeons for that pendant, that crucial pendant crystal information. Boy, if TR's a pendant, that would
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Would save a lot of time.
Yeah, so getting to, I'm fairly sure I have not missed the Turok big key on either side. So getting a Trinix is a little bit of a hassle here. I've certainly not missed the cane on either side.
Yeah, a TR small key would actually be pretty convenient for Coxla, especially. That would give Coxla a pretty reasonable hook push path to Trinex.
So we could do a double YBA to open that key door you're thinking of. That's gonna cost. It's gonna cost us a potion on that trip. Maybe require an extra trip there. So
does that open that key door for free?
I don't know what you mean by for free, but you need to bomb the laser bridge exit open, and then you do a north YBA, super tile YBA. And that, I believe, opens that key door.
Oh, okay. I knew about the double YBA. I thought you had to, or I thought one of the prerequisites for it was pre-opening that key door. So, that's actually good to know.
You do the north YBA from the laser bridge, and then the double YBA is a separate operation.
Oh, okay.
We see there that the glitched item on that we definitely did not see on Coxla's side, that was a bug mint. So they actually have very revival indexing.
Oh. Let's see if this is... Nope, it's a crystal, so we're down to 50-50 on a pendant on Meyer or a pendant on TR. And really, either of those being the last pendant would save some time.
So Bread-Kun here is here in the Uncle Passage, probably going to Thieves Town the same way Coxla did. Not going into Escape, though. Not going to get his lamp. Very likely here.
I think this will be at least the third race in this tournament where Bread-Kun has come within seconds, if not minutes, of travel away from getting a full hook push kit and then choosing a path that just narrowly escapes the hook push kit.
So Coxla getting some upgrades. I thought maybe he forgot he didn't have both gloves, and we were trying to get to ice. Maybe we're about to forget we have both gloves. We don't have both gloves, rather. Nope, more upgrades. So why does he want that many bombs? I wonder.
I wonder if this is just
super insurance.
Yeah, planning on doing a lot of stuck pushing, and that can often be quite resource intensive, especially with failed attempts and depending on the method that you use. Bread-Kun doing the LSD blind clear we saw from Coxla earlier.
So Coxla never gonna get the flute in all likelihood. Never gonna get, and Bread-Kun never gonna get the lamp in all likelihood.
And you see with each of these trips that Coxla's taking to the potion shop without the flute, just giving up a few seconds.
Yeah, so the flute is speed, but the lamp together with the hookshot is access. So hard to tell who's going to come out ahead on that trade.
Yeah, I think it all comes down to... we know that Coxla has some of those crucial access items that Bread-Kun's path most likely won't take him towards. So does Bread-Kun's extra checks looking for more access items, does that end up tilting the balance more than Coxla's lack of the nice speed item of the flute?
Well, we say that, but Coxla just now walked right by Sahasrara, which would be the third bottle for him. I think he's gonna get as long as I was gonna say as long as he doesn't go mode past. No, he is going to. I don't know what this is. I've never seen this before.
I believe this is a stuck push setup that will bypass the big key requirement.
Yeah, so he doesn't have that. That was somewhere. That I believe was in Hookshot Cave. But he's not going to get the map chest. That also has a bottle in it. So he's missing 2 bottles by go moding this hard. I'm not sure Coxla opened these. Open these chests in the Village of Outcasts here, even.
I know Coxla bombed open the brewery, but he probably did. I mean, it would have been surprising to see Coxla do the Thieves' Town clear without also continuing to these chests.
Alright, well, this is very helpful for me here. Let me take a good close look at this menu.
Coxla also taking a moment to think. Sometimes you'll see runners pause for a few seconds, sometimes to bring up outside resources. That's one thing that is perfectly legal in this tournament. And a lot of these glitches can be quite technical with lots of very precise steps. So we saw Coxla attempt a stuck hookshot and linking that up with I think what he was attempting to do was fire a northwest boomerang and then activate the stuck hookshot to fly north through this room right past the big key door. We'll see if he pulls that off as Bread-Kun does some Skullwoods checks. We know Coxla killed Mothula, but not sure how much else he checked in Skullwoods.
Yeah, so, meanwhile, on Bread-Kun's side, we just got very good news for Coxla. Bread-Kun saw that Turtle Rock was the last pendant there. So Coxla will not... That would be one of the uses for the extra bottles that Coxla is skipping here. Getting to Trinex and opening some doors. So he will never have to do that.
Yeah, so if Coxla is comfortable with the stuck push method that we're seeing him attempt here, and there it is. So if Coxla can pull that off again, that would allow him to pretty easily clear Mire. So that would be a pretty reasonable path to the endgame for Coxla. Bread-Kun has a bit tougher time ahead of him, missing that lamp in Escape.
Well, he does have all the bottles he needs to get to Vitreous. So we could do a couple YBAs there. He can go in the front door. He has Ether. He doesn't know. I don't think he has seen Maya yet. I thought he'd go from Eastern, but I'm pretty sure that did not happen.
Yeah, I think that's correct. So we'll see what Bread-Kun does after this. It probably won't be Escape for that lamp. Well, it's kind of hard to think of any item that would really benefit Bread-Kun more in this situation than that lamp.
Yeah, well, Kane, maybe. I mean, with Kane, he just walks to Vitreous, right? At the absolute worst.
I don't think he has the big key.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Okay, well,
of course, the cane is always, really, really nice to have, but I don't think it would actually give him that much in this situation, which is surprising.
so he's bought his blue. I'm pretty sure I saw him buy a blue potion. So we are going to Ice Palace, and that blue potion is to be able to get to Cold Stare without the hammer. There we saw the blue potion in the. I'm not sure if he. I think he drank the potion. That's unfortunate.
Yep, that was a failed YBA. Coxla right on his tail, giving us a another look at what Bread-Kun was just attempting to do. Coxla also having a green and a blue potion. But Coxla failed the YBA, but failed it in the way that doesn't waste the potion. So gets another attempt at it. Little low. Ooh, Coxla is very low on bombs. That'll be interesting.
So I thought it was a lot of upgrades going up to 20. Now we're down to 2.
Yeah, really showing how each attempt at that stuck push setup can. Oh, and the hammer. Well, that's a very nice to have, an amusing place for it.
It's gonna save both players a potion. I think Bread-Kun's got to open that chest, right? He's still looking for things.
Oh yeah, it'd be very surprising to see him skip that.
Oh, he thought about it. He almost left the room. Alright, so Coxla, being low on bombs, chooses not to bomb clip past the entrance of ice.
Yeah, that's pretty heads up thinking there. It would have been not too surprising to see someone muscle memory in that situation. Thinking, okay, every time I head into ice, I just glitch past this first room, which I thought is what we were about to see from Bread-Kun, but it looks like he also decided to. Oh no! Okay, what Bread-Kun's doing there is picking up the extra small key. That can make Ice Palace routing a little bit smoother. But Cox already has 2, so.
Yeah, so we see that Bread-Kun started later, but Alright, so I think what's happened here is Coxla decided he does not have enough bombs. Or knows for a fact. Because he wants to kill the Stalfos and do the bomb jump, plus whatever else.
Unfortunately, even though this spends a little time, needs to do an extra Dungeon Bunny revival. Coxla having several hearts fewer than Bread-Kun, which can often be a disadvantage, but hey, whenever you need to do a Dungeon Bunny revival, that lets you do that more quickly.
So, let's see. I'm fairly sure that Bread-Kun has the ice big key where Coxla does not. I'm afraid I forget where that was, but...
I also don't remember, but both of their personal trackers confirm that. So, Coxla certainly will not be picking up the Ice Palace big chest.
Yeah, so still difficult to discern a lead here. Coxla has a Helmasaur kill over Bread-Kun. But that's pretty fast. And we just saw Coxla demonstrate the trick he's going to need to get to Vitreous quickly in the form of a stuck push in Eastern. The same thing will work in Mire.
So
Bread-Kun,
clearly has the skill he needs to execute that.
So Bread-Kun has, however, an extra bottle, so he can get to Vitreous with a couple YBAs.
And Bread-Kun, unfortunately, picking up one of the only items that could have possibly been in that chest that actually loses a couple frames.
So
Coxla won't have.
Yeah, so Bread-Kun we saw go up the right side to get some items because he wants more. Coxla hard go moding past the right side of ice. So he lost some. Bread-Kun forgot he got the hammer there, I think, for a second.
There's no logic muscle memory there. You head into Ice Palace with that blue potion in hand, intending to glitch your way in, and then remembering at the last minute, oh right, there's a faster way.
I just have the items I need. Yeah, so we saw Coxla lost a lot of time there at the front of ice, having to exit and buy bombs, but now uh-oh.
Ooh.
Well, I'm afraid that's a pretty big time loss. A death to cold stare is a big penalty, even in no logic.
Oh, yeah. Here, Coxla doing the bomb clip to more quickly get past that first room.
So that is the, let's see, now 5th crystal there for Bread-Kun. So we're even on crystals. We're going to need to go beat Helmasaur. We could have 6 crystals and Mire left for both players at about the same time here.
So this could really come down to 2 different methods for clearing Mire as the 7th crystal. Coxla has, I think, a fairly significantly faster path if he can execute it correctly. The double stuck push path to Vitreous, and Bread-Kun has a double YBA path to Vitreous ahead of him.
Yeah, I don't know that that's really substantially faster, especially given the amount of time it took him to do the same thing. I'm pretty sure it's the same thing in Eastern.
Yeah.
He also got a Mire key. A Mire small key is there on Cold Stare, and that's not totally irrelevant. Nice to have an extra one to open some doors in. Why are we going to Eastern? Okay.
Oh, this is probably Bread-Kun linking up Eastern to Mire, I would imagine. Oh, remembering he doesn't quite have the right set of potions for what he's attempting.
No, he's okay. So what he could do is just beat Pod then Mirror. I'm not sure why he's not just doing that. Knows he has to. Anyway, he's thinking. Probably thinking about turning that mushroom. You have extended TAM shopping here.
Putting together the potion shopping list. Coxla in one hit KO, but manages to pull it off.
So it's sort of another penalty of his go mode is that it looks. I think I see. Is that 7 hearts? Yeah, 7 hearts. 7 hearts blue mail. But he did die there the first time on Cold Stare. Pretty big setback. So meanwhile, we're not going to Palace of Darkness. Bread-Kun going straight for the Eastern to Mire play. And then we'll see what he does with that. So Coxla just has Mire left.
Ooh, and Coxla has the Meyer medallion information that Bread-Kun lacks. So if Bread-Kun had that information, I actually don't know if it would have been faster to fake flute. Wait, what is Coxla doing here? Is this an overworld conveyor?
Yeah, so there is an overworld conveyor here that will get him into Meyer in cave state. It map wraps off the top here near Ether Tower, except he's going down. He might just be killing Aga 2 here.
Is he going to TR?
I don't know. Oh, he does not know. It's Bread-Kun that knows that. Well, now wait a minute. Should he know? I think he should know.
So, Coxla does not have Meyer or TR pendant crystal information.
Ah, he doesn't have. Okay. So he doesn't know between Meyer and Turtle Rock.
Ooh, so this could be a significant. Significant time difference potentially.
Yeah, so it's Bread-Kun that knows that Turtle Rock is a pendant. He's gonna go figure that out. I didn't see what happened there in Eastern.
I wonder if it was a failed YBA potentially. I was also focused on Coxla's side of that overworld conveyor. Thieves down big key. Not that's one that both of our runners have already bypassed.
No longer relevant in any way. We're not going back for the big chest. Even if we were, that's not how we get it. Welcome to our French Speed Gaming channel raid there. Coxla is a French-speaking player. I'm not sure we're going to get an interview out of him. Not an English one, anyway. Alright, so Coxla, I believe, just did the YBA I was talking about that opens the small key door. There it is. So Super Tile North YBA from Laser Bridge.
Yeah, this is interesting. It's we were talking about different methods to Trinex earlier, the YBA method and the hook push method, and Cox was giving us a little bit of both, a YBA method to bypass the small key door, and then a hook push method to bypass the big key door. It's interesting.
So Bread-Kun discovers he has the Meyer medallion. Boy, would he have been in go mode if he didn't have the Meyer medallion?
Certainly a much less pleasant go mode.
Yeah. But he does have it. We see the boomerang use there that you were wondering if we'd need.
Bread-Kun picking up a second ice or fire rod, not sure which one, but demonstrating that, yes, that's what we were talking about earlier. Guarantee this mode is much more likely beatable.
Okay, so no hammer use on Trinex here from Coxla.
With half magic, it's not at much risk of running out of magic, but taking some hits. Ooh, and another death.
That's very costly for Coxla there.
Yeah, I think he has the resources to attempt the hook push again. Yeah, plenty of resources. Unfortunately, we know that that this will just be for a pendant.
So Bread-Kun is not going straight for Vitreous here. That's interesting. I feel like once he sees that medallion, he should just go straight forward for it.
Yeah. I wonder if this is just doing a couple extra checks along the way. You know, maybe you get a sword, or maybe you get a quicker path to Aga 2.
Oh, quicker path to Aga 2 is possible and would be nice here.
But I'd be very surprised to see Bread-Kun do a lot more checks while he's here, although he's not... Oh, right, he doesn't have a... It's Coxla that has the hook push path, not Bread-Kun.
Yeah, so... Alright. Coxla's stream froze on restream there. That's unfortunate. Oh, there we go. Let's go ahead and switch to Bread-Kun's audio. So what he should be doing is going... Yeah, so now it looks like he might be going straight for Vitreous. So we're going to have to do a YBA in this door. We're going to end up in Agate Tower. And then we're going to have to do a spin YBA there. Bread-Kun might actually be looking this up, just to make sure he has his potion colors.
Yeah, so this is where Bread-Kun could potentially lose a lot of time to Coxla. If he does fail any of these YBAs, he'll kind of have to start all over. He only has 3 bottles, and this path requires, well, 2 out of the 3 of them. I think he could do a spin mirror door for the last one, if I remember correctly.
So there we go. We got Trinex down. And we've got our guide red on Bread-Kun's side. I was kind of hoping that would be the Turtle Rock Big Key there on Trinex.
Oh yeah, that would have been funny. But Coxla getting his information that unfortunately TR was a pendant.
So there we go. We had to do a little bit of delicate backing out there on Bread-Kun's side. I'm not sure why he's killing this room.
Yeah, I'm also not sure.
Maybe just health for... Yeah, well, we're doing the green, though, so we're going to get full health. Maybe he was just thinking it was a kill door, just sort of autopiloting.
And he does need to kill the enemies in this room, because the next step is doing a spin YBA or spin mirror door in this door to get to Vitreous.
So he's set up now for it.
Is green the correct? Oh, just
yes.
Once again.
Green or red will work. You want to use green. There's some VRAM corruption you get with red, but green is nicer. You want green here.
Oh, did he actually? Okay, he's getting the mirror out and lifting all the pots. That would have potentially signaled his intent to do a mirror door here. But no, but there's the... So Bread failed the YBA a second time, but unfortunately failed it in the way that wastes the potion that time.
Yeah, but he got the mirror door there. So he needs to wait. This is kind of low, I think, on the EG map, so this is going to take a minute to resolve here. And I'm not sure what the camera and VRAM situation will be here in the Vitreous fight. So there's some ways where you can get to the Vitreous fight where the tile set is wrong and the goo is solid. And if that happens, you need to be careful about your movement once you kill all the small eyes, or the big eye can clip through the wall and wander off into infinity and you can't beat the boss.
Yeah, so I know you need to lift at least one pot to avoid this mirror door from taking a very, very long time instead of just a long time. Does lifting more than one pot make a difference? I don't think it does. But that may have been what Bread-Kun was thinking by lifting all the pots there.
So, let's see. Coxla will get his second fire rod out of Meyer Shed.
Yeah. Probably hoping for a sword here, I'm guessing. But won't be getting it.
Sword, cane would be nice.
Oh yeah, cane would be nice for Aga 2. Well, this
Pearl
looks like
would be
a
nice.
this looks like a pretty normal
Yep.
Patrice arena.
I think the camera might be unlocked, but that's not a big deal. Yep.
Okay, and doesn't have the solid goo, so that is the 6th crystal down for Bread-Kun. So Bread-Kun just has a Helmasaur and Path to Aga 2 in front of him. So Coxla doesn't really have the lamp, or the lamp advantage that Coxla has doesn't really matter anymore at this point.
Well, it's not totally irrelevant, I think, because overworld conveyor to get to some of Turtle Rock might be nice here.
Oh yeah, which we already saw. Yeah, we already saw Coxla is capable of that.
I'm trying to think what exactly you want to do for just Aga 2. I'm not sure it matters that much. I think you're going to be okay with just a mirror clip. So you use the mirror strategically in a couple places and you're fine. But overworld conveyor might be a hair faster.
So Bread-Kun, in what will probably be his last trip to the potion shop, picking up a blue and 2 reds. And now, unless he forgot about Pod, most likely heading to Pod to do a Helmasaur clear.
Alright, I want you to know that the hammer was not my fault. I clicked that.
Oh.
That's a SpeedGaming tracker thing.
Alright, Coxla giving us yet another stuck push. This one, the timing is a little bit tight with the method that Coxla is choosing here. Those shooters can really get in your way. Ooh, this might be a little late. Ooh, just barely got it. Nice. Oh, but decided to deactivate it. I wonder if he recognized that potentially the stuck hookshot may have been in the wrong slot.
Yeah, so this is close here. We've got a stuck push against a statue drag here, which will finish first.
Yeah.
No, Bread-Kun, you need to exit the dungeon. Oh, want some bombs? Okay.
Doesn't really need that many bombs. Ooh, Coxla struggling a bit with this stuck push, unfortunately.
Yeah, I can't. It's either 6 or... Well, I can't even tell. I have the restream pretty small here. Single-digit bombs left, though.
Yeah, I thought Coxla was heading over there to set up the stuck push on the slightly less chaotic west side of this room. But he's just grabbing that key.
Might be bailing out and going for a YBA. Well,
Oh, that sounds plausible, although unfortunately took a death there, yeah. I think that death opens up a maybe gives Bread-Kun a minute or so of extra lead in this situation. Coxla clearing Meyer 2, but heading back. I wonder, maybe this is potentially not being comfortable with the bomb and arrow count?
Yeah, so I saw one of his bottles. I'm not sure what he's doing here. But one of his bottles is empty, so he cannot take the... Well, he could do the mirror... Yeah, he got the mirror. So he could do the same mirror door that Bread-Kun did. But it depends... Okay, so he's farming for bombs, I guess, on the wizard robes?
Oh, okay. Recognizing that the prize pack has bombs there.
I'll have to double check that. Yeah, farming for bombs on the wizard ropes.
Interesting.
So up to 10 now.
I guess he would need 8 for the for his chosen stuck push method here. So he has 10. That gives him. Oh, there's a nice 8-pack.
So probably gonna be done with his farming with that 8-pack. Yeah. So, but notably, that flute is sort of showing up as important here. He could have mirrored and fluted to buy bombs, but was not able to in this situation.
Oh yeah.
So Coxla headed back to try the stuck push. Bread-Kun looks like he's just going to mirror clip into Turtle Rock and then YBA. Traditional lava dive to Agatu.
Although he doesn't have the mitts. Unless he picked them up and I wasn't aware.
Well, we can always do
Oh, right. That's
this.
right. That's right. Wow, I don't know why it's been a little while since I've seen this this glitch. But yeah, just with a simple teleport, and that hammer allows him to get up here. Easy access to the Dark World, and then a mirror clip.
Open the front. Do it.
So no, well, no, it doesn't have a cane, so that would have been.
Right, so Bread-Kun is here in the back. I honestly did not see what he did to get here. I guess so. He needs to do another stuck push here. I don't think there's one straight to Vitreous, so this is a second one he has to do.
Yep. Setting up his index again with the lamp. And once again, the shooter can present a little interference here, but much less so than in the previous one.
Right, so I think that failed there. We had to restart.
Well, hopefully it didn't fail in a way that messes with the index. So that's another failure.
So what we're looking for is for the first hook shot, Coxla fires to stay on the screen.
Fred, you have the fire on.
I'm also not sure why he's killing this verbal. I thought we'd be. Oh, he doesn't have the Turtle Rock big key, so this is not the way we're going to.
Oh.
I was thinking about a different way to Agatu. So what are we doing here?
Looks like he's doing a North YBA here. Does the North YBA here work for getting Agatu?
I'm gonna have to think about this for longer than it takes him to do it. So
yeah, well, we're about to see what this accomplishes.
We may have to do a second YBA here. So this is what he's trying to do. So this is the room where he's supposed to do the South YBA, but the fact that sprites are gone.
Oh.
Maybe that's not a problem because he's going to fall.
Oh, does falling fix this?
I expect it to resync sprites, but I'm not 100% sure.
Huh. I'm not sure why things paused on Bread-Kun's side.
Yeah, I'm not sure. So I can't tell if his game is running. There it goes.
Well,
that
all right.
Correct.
Yeah, we'll see if.
Except
now does
no Agatu, so the sprites do not resync.
Oh no. Oh, that's frustrating.
So we're going to. What are we going to do to get to Agatu?
I think he wants to. Oh, he doesn't have the cane.
I do not have the cane.
So
how are we getting to Agatu? Can we get to? I'd have to pull out my EG map. I mean, I don't know what I'd do to.
Yeah, and he doesn't have the GT big key. Oh, well, I wonder if Bread-Kun could go to Hookshot Cave and then...
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, and then a vanilla climb in cave state? Ugh.
So it looks like Coxla ran out of bombs, I'm guessing.
Oh my goodness.
2 bombs left. So I think we're gonna go buy another bomb upgrade and then head back to Meyer.
Yeah, so my best guess here is YBA from Hookshot Cave to a vanilla climb in cave state. Looks like chat is saying a whole bunch of exotic ways to Agatu are also available to Bread-Kun. We'll see which, if any, Bread-Kun is aware of. Looks like he's going back to... Oh, did he do a console reset and potentially lose a Helmasaur clear? That would be quite unfortunate. Or maybe this is a...
I think this is a cave state. This is getting to Hookshot Cave in Link State.
Right. Oh, because otherwise he would have needed to fake flute. Maybe this is faster?
And then he'll head... I think he's going to do what you said. He's going to go from Hookshot Cave to Ganon's Tower. We're going to get a vanilla climb. No.
He has the pod big key.
Yeah, pod big key, so he can do that. Maybe you're right, though. Maybe he lost his help. Nope. Yep. Okay, so we're going to Hookshot Cave.
Wow. I can't remember the last time I saw 2 turtle powers in the same scene.
Is this not gonna... Is this not also going to desync his sprites?
Well, he's gonna... He could just walk out of Hookshot Cave and back in, right?
Oh, right, okay. So he'll be in a fake Dark World.
And Coxla, meanwhile, has exactly 1 rupee left, and is doing a. I wonder if that's why Coxla is doing what we're seeing now, which is a bunny citrus Death Mountain descent.
He has messed it up already. I don't think he can get it. Oh, no, he can't. Alright.
Getting a funny auto walk thing, and then walking around as a bunny, but not a super bunny.
So what are we doing here on Cox's side?
My guess is this is setting up a setting up a mirror portal here to get Link State. Well, or not. Change of plans.
So Bread-Kun's gonna exit and re-enter Hookshot Cave. And we're heading to Ganon's Tower, and we're doing a vanilla climb. If Coxla has a faster way to Agatu, he's got time.
Yeah.
So we're going to Meyer. So we can't spend the bottle. We can't spend a bottle to YBA from Eastern to Meyer with 1 rupee.
Yeah.
So we're just going to Dungeon Bunny Revive in Meyer.
Bread-Kun. Okay, here we have Coxla. Yeah, you're correct. Coxla realizing that why go through the trouble of setting up one teleport like this to get Link State when you could just do it here instead. Makes sense.
I imagine these 3 chests are too tempting not to get.
Oh yeah.
Try to get a sword here.
Well, there's the TR big key.
Right, so then one of those was a heart container, the other was a pack of bombs.
Yep, and just perfectly normal, no logic things. Bread-Kun picking up the guaranteed heart container off of Water Armos.
So Bread-Kun's thinking here. Coxla get in a Dungeon Bunny revive. So if Bread-Kun is... Oh, did we get a stair suction there? Or wait.
Yep, looks like that's what that was.
Didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, it's always a little surprising which stairs give you a stair glitch when you're entering dungeons in different ways. So I think Bread-Kun could do, if he has a spare red or green potion, he could cut out a significant portion of the climb.
Yeah, so you can YBA from Gauntlet 2 into Gauntlet 1 and end up, I believe, on the back end of Moldorm 2. So we'd skip a couple boss fights.
Yeah, we'll see if Bread-Kun can execute that. But even if he fails that, he's still... that wouldn't require him to start over. It would just be a bit of a time loss.
But again, doing this climb gives Coxla an opportunity if he can just... if he has a hook push way to... I think there's a hook push lava dive, is there not? Have to be a stuck push lava dive, but I don't know, I guess.
There's also a stuck push in Hookshot Cave to the pre-Moldorm room. I think that's the fastest path in front of Coxla that I'm aware of.
Oh, this one. Okay. I think there's a YBA here in this room that break. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I forgot about this.
Yeah, I remember this from the old GDQ reverse boss order race between Super Scudge and Andy.
Okay, so this goes even further than the one I was thinking of. Is earlier, so now Coxla's gonna have a real problem catching up here. And so we're in cave state. That is not a problem for beating Aga 2 as far as this game is concerned.
Yep, Aga 2 is one of the bosses that you need to kill, but there is no prize of Ganon's Tower, so we don't care about the state of Ganon's Tower that you clear it in. I suppose the same applies to Aga Tower, but that matters even less.
Yeah, so you can kill Aga Tower gets cleared from a lot of places, like Hera. Well, maybe just Hera. Alright, so we have Master Sword Silver fight left for Bread-Kun here.
Yep,
Coxla.
key.
Oh, Coxla, I think, had it, but maybe did a step wrong there at the end.
Ooh, I wonder if... Yeah, the activation method Coxla's choosing is pretty tight on the timing and getting that last hookshot activation while both lamp flames are still on screen. That's a pretty common way that this goes wrong. Coxla's doing a pretty impressive job at recognizing when the hookshot is getting stuck in the wrong slot, assuming that's why he's canceling these early. That's one thing that kind of comes with experience at stuck pushing, is learning to visually recognize that without the assistance of the practice hack.
We got it there in the end. However, I'm afraid it should be, well, Bread-Kun's now one hit, well, used a potion.
Yeah, Bread-Kun has that blue potion and has a fairy. Falling on Ganon would be a little more painful than it is usually, because he does not have the Moon Pearl, so we would probably see him bomb juke in the back of Escape to get back to Ganon if that did happen.
Yeah, I think that actually happened in one of his recent races, and he improvised the Sanctuary Basement bomb juke based on having seen it once.
Yep.
Once or twice, I think.
Yep, that is correct. I remember that race, and that's a good example of how Bread-Kun is our newest, or our newest runner in this tournament. Just joined the Go Mode Podcast Mentor Tournament, having just done his first Link to the Past Randomizer race earlier this year.
Interesting. Coxla has never done Houlihan Room because he got into Go Mode so early there. He never did things like he's never done South Shore, never been to Mini Moldorum Cave. Houlihan, never one of the things he just never did. So now he's got to. Let's see. So he's buying potions. Now, if you were going to do a hook push to Agatu, I'm not sure how many potions he'd need. So he's either thinking about Ganon or not comfortable with that hook push.
Yeah, at first my guess was going to be perhaps this was a getting a blue potion to pretty easily get into Hookshot Cave in Link State. Oh no! Well,
Race just tightened up.
Yep, that tightened it up a lot, actually.
Okay, so he can bonk and get this fairy out of the tree here.
Wait, he's in Link State?
Well, he's still in. Let's see, he's still in Fake Dark World. So yeah.
Oh.
As long as he doesn't leave this overworld screen.
Why is he in Fake Dark? He came from Spectacle Rock. Yeah, that's right.
Spectacle Rock to Pod.
Yeah. Okay.
Re-entered Pod. Went to Hookshot Cave from Pod. So Bread-Kun thought for a second there about before falling back in the fight, but I think he's worried about the time here. He'd have to buy potions or get a fairy or whatever, and then he'd have to do the juke in Sanctuary Basement just to get Link State again. So he doesn't want to do all of that just for some safeties. He wants to try to just close this out right here.
Yeah, so I think Bread-Kun still has a fairy in that bottle, so it's not quite as.
No, I don't think so. He used his fairy, and then when he bonked the fairy, it got him up to the health he has now. So I don't think he has anything in his bottles.
Oh, okay. I missed the use of the fairy. Ooh, taking a couple unfortunate hits there. And using a bunch of magic here. Ganon giving him a nice position here.
Well, he has silver, so magic shouldn't be a problem. Oh, Coxla. Wait a minute, where was the Turtle Rock Big Key? Anyway, Coxla has the Turtle Rock Big Key. So he can just do this simple lava dive. So now.
Oh my goodness.
Getting close with those fire bats there.
Yep.
All right, no. So I have it mismarked here. It's Bread-Kun that has the Turtle Rock Big. So I don't know what Coxla did to get to that YBA, but it happened. He's now in the Agatu fight.
Yeah, so this definitely comes down to a one hit. If Bread-Kun takes a single hit, oh my goodness, that was close, then he will almost certainly give up the win to Coxla. But if he can keep it together, he does have silvers and enough magic. Setting up a triple. And he got the triple.
Alright, that should be it as long as he doesn't walk off.
Yep. Getting a little bit close just to give us all just to give us all just one little more moment of anxiety. But he does make it across and wins in, wow, what was a much more exciting finish than it seemed for a moment.
So he finishes in race time with a time of 1:34.50. Bread-Kun, I believe, will be joining us from interview. Or has in the past. There he is. And joins us now.
GG's. Oh god.
Thanks for making it a lot more exciting in the end there. You're probably not aware, but yeah, if you had taken one more hit there, you almost certainly would have given up the lead to Coxla, who is now on the Ganon fight. Looks like he is intending to finish it out. Also in a one-hit KO position.
I felt so terrible there.
That was I imagine that was even more tense for you towards the end there than it was for us, and yeah, it was quite exciting.
So one of the things that happened is you got an early cave state key, the pod big key, out of somewhere that Coxla didn't get it, and that drove Coxla to do escape and get the lamp.
That would have been fantastic.
I was remarking that you're developing a bit of a talent for just narrowly dodging your lamp, if not one piece of your hook push kit. You're always one piece away.
But I also had Master Sword in 3 bottles early, so it's just like, okay, I could basically do whatever in the game at this point. It's just a matter of doing it, and then some of them is remembering exactly what to do and taking a moment to go, okay, wait, how does this work again?
Yeah, so unfortunately, you both sort of had real close to, and in fact, real early go modes. So Coxla ended up dodging a couple of those bottles that you had. You actually had different bottles. He ended up with 2, though. And then he never got the flute out of Graveyard Ledge.
I'm kind of surprised. So,
Yeah,
it's just a flute. It's not that big of a deal.
Well, I think it would have saved enough time to make up this margin, I think.
Yeah, when the race was this close, you can name any one failed glitch, or even stuff that seems very minor in the moment that ended up making things very, very close in the end. Kind of the big surprise to me at the end here was, and we're joined live on air by Coxla. Welcome, Coxla and GG. A little bit of background noise on your. Hopefully that's taken care of. But yeah, welcome, Coxla.
So, did Coxla have Comfort Sword for the fight?
No.
Okay.
Right.
No, Coxla had the same equipment that you did for Master Sword and Silvers.
Yeah. I mean, you couldn't. There's no way to dodge Silvers. They're both in hype, or not hype. They're both just sitting there in Paradox. Everybody's gonna find both of those Silvers.
All right, so I think we're figuring out Coxla's audio there. That was coming through pretty loud to me. Anyway, so so the flute did so Coxla was doing a lot of attempts at stuck pushing and having to buy many bomb upgrades to refill there. So the flute didn't matter. One of the other things is you found the Turtle Rock map somewhere. I forget where that was. Coxla didn't have that information, so he ended up killing Trinex.
Yeah, I don't remember where I pulled that map from, honestly.
Yeah, but you both had sort of sensible routes to the end game, so you both started kind of going straight for dungeons. Like Coxla, I think, never cleared out the village of outcasts.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just like I was tempted to dodge it, but I was just like, honestly, my big worry is I was thinking of like, okay, how do I get to Aga 2? Was kind of my concern at the end. I thought there's a way to double YBA to Aga 2 to bypass the big key door, but I could be wrong. Or maybe it's just a 1 YBA and it works. I don't know. I know there's YBA to Aga 2, but I need to get past a big key door and I don't have a Samaria or big key to get to that room. And then I found the big key while I was in GT when I decided I'll just cave state GT and get there that way. And oh hey, look, there's the TR big. Well, that wouldn't be great earlier.
Yeah, I believe Coxla did that double YBA to get to Aga 2.
I'm not sure.
Is that?
It's one of those things like I'm fuzzy memory on it, and it's hard to find info on it on the fly.
Yep. But welcome back, Coxla, to the interview booth, and GG. Your audio's much better now, so welcome.
Yeah. GG's Bread-Kun.
GG's.
So Coxla, that was
that one. Because of the time I spent on the last hook push and stuck push. But oh well, I practiced it. So
Yeah, I ended up finding the pod big somewhere super early. I forget where exactly,
I
but
think it was South Shore.
yeah, it may have been my South Shore loop getting South Shore to King's Tomb. It may have been that whole loop, and then I was like, oh hey, I have a sword. I can do East Mountain all together in one go. Great. I could just go through Pod and Turtle Power and do Hook Cave and do Super Bunny and do Paradox and Spiral and all in just one giant just net. Just get everything at once. And then by that time I had a bottle. I mean, I had the bottle pretty early, and it's like, okay, I can do Desert. I can do Thieves. I got a Fire Rod. I can do Skull Woods because I think I got the Fire Rod and Pod. I think. Yeah, I got Fire Rod and Pod. So it's like, okay, cool, I can do Skull Woods.
there were nice changes in this one. Like, I did almost no overworld because of finding Fire Rod in Pod, and then I was okay. I can do Skywood Thief Town, and then I was okay. Let's try another crystal. I was lacking a lot of information.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you were thinking...
Really hoped that what was the last two crystals.
Yeah, so you were thinking about go mode real early, Coxla, because of the bottles, and then you got the lamp out of Escape that Bread-Kun did not. So you skipped a ton of stuff. Unfortunately, you skipped a couple bottles that would have helped you, I think.
Yeah.
And
if I had
flute.
3 bottles, I would have gone for... I would have used one to go from Eastern to Maya, and then 2 bottles to do the Petrus fight, because as you have seen, I'm not really good at this push.
Yeah, it was good to see you. It was good to see you eventually pull off all the stuck pushes you attempted. Yeah, kind of demonstrating to the audience how that's certainly one of the more difficult, precise tricks in this game, and yeah, kind of the nature of no logic racing, where part of it is just persisting through difficulty with the complex glitches that both of you experienced here. Yeah, it came down to a very, very exciting finish. I'm sure both of you will enjoy watching back the VOD on this one. Bread-Kun actually took a fall on Ganon, which I thought gave up the lead, because Bread-Kun, I thought you were in Dark World state. So I thought you would have needed to do the bomb juke from the back of Escape back to Ganon to get back.
It's like a
which-
fake world state, I think.
Yeah, because it had been so long since you entered, the path that led you there.
Yeah,
we
because
had-
I tiki skipped to Pod, then turtle powered over to Hook Cave, which I was in fake Dark World over there, to then Cave State into GT, to YBA from the ferry room, to get to the Helma conveyor, to run my ass over to Aga 2.
Yeah, bit of a garden path, getting all the way there. But yeah, that was a very, very exciting and fun race to watch. A pleasure to do comms for, and that gives Bread-Kun one win in this best of 3. I don't know. Do you have your next one scheduled yet, or any ideas when we'll see the next in the series?
We haven't scheduled the second one. I believe Coxla's.
Yeah.
I know
not
you've
yet.
got some, schooling starting up and all that.
Yeah, that's a hard week. I come back to you about when I could play, but I'm not sure I can do it until Sunday, before Sunday.
Okay.
Oh,
That's fine.
Very much look forward to next one in this series. But yeah, I guess any last thoughts before we wrap this up?
I definitely need to figure out a better way to Aga 2 from that scenario, because that was a very long trip to get to Aga.
Yeah.
So
you should.
I practice my stick push.
Yeah, there was a bit of scrambling there for resources at the end, having to kill the Wizrobes for bomb and then having to bunny DMD just because you didn't have money to buy a potion.
Yeah, made for
money was a problem. I knew I still had Julian, but in the end I was almost about to buy two red. If I forgot about the green one, but
Yeah,
I needed money.
it was funny. It's like I think I started the seed from I did early Graveyard Ledge to Houlihan, and then I got the pod big, and I did early pod, and I got all the pod money, and I got some. By the time I did my first YBA, it had almost 2,000 rupees ready to go. So
Oh, okay. I never had 2,000 rupees. I'm not even sure I had 1,000.
I think I found every single 300 rupee pull from before I even routed in the first YBA. Money was very comfortable on my end.
All right, so that should wrap it up for us this afternoon. There is another No Logic race this evening between Mr. Buyer and Wolfie. I think that's game 2. Yes, it is.
Yep.
That's on SpeedGaming 5.
In about 2 hours, I think.
Yep. I'm not sure who won the first game.
Mr. Buyer is one game up in that series, so we'll look forward to that one.
So further No Logic races every day after that this week. You can check the SpeedGaming schedule. So that is it for me, at least. So thank you to my co-com Krebel. Good game to both players again.
Yep. Thanks, everyone, and see you next time.
Thank you. Bye.